Hello. I hope you're all doing amazingly. Let me just get everything set up and then we will begin. Hello, C. How's it going? Right. Let's switch over to this. Well, hold on. Before I do that, I have to click on this. So yeah, I streamed the second one ages ago, and I streamed Future Perfect ages ago. I never got around to doing the first one until now. And I thought this would be a good way to leave things off for now. Because I won't be streaming for the next week and a half, roughly, so... Oh, can't even spell anymore. There we go, that's better. Okay. I like that they call it the story in a game that basically has no story. You know what I mean. So let's just get stuck in. They say story, but there really is no story in this game. I do like that you have the choice whether you want to play as one or two, like one of two characters, because in TimeSplitters 2, it's basically just player 1 gets one character and player 2 gets the other. Oh right, I thought I said something that didn't make sense, like I got my words muddled up or something. So we're actually both going away at the same time. So quite the coincidence though. And I like that in this game every character has their own little animation here when you pick them. TimeSplitters 2 sadly does not have that, but they brought it back for Future Perfect. One thing I will say about this game, the load times are long. They could have done with like a loading bar or something. That would have been nice. I know TimeSplitters 2 had one. Future Perfect probably had one as well. But yeah, this game needs a loading bar. So yeah, it might take a little while to get used to this game. Actually, I think there's a few settings I need to change. Auto look ahead, yeah, I don't know why that's a thing that they insist on having, but it is. I'm going to change the reload button as well, because by default it's triangle. I'm going to change it to square. Everything else, I'm fine with. Oh, preferences as well. This game is quite annoying, but yeah, by default it's set to best for the weapon change. But I prefer having it set to never, because that will mean that the game wants you to keep using a certain weapon if you walk over it. And what the game thinks is best and what I think is best, sometimes two different things, so yeah. It is rather fuzzy, this game, isn't it? Of course, this was a PlayStation 2 launch title. Probably one of the better launch titles. Hello, Voldeny, how's it going? I actually didn't really play this back in the day. I started with the second game. But I have played through this before. But yeah, like, I didn't have it when, you know, it was current, let's say. Oh. Hello, Nico. How's it going? The manual aiming is ultra sensitive. It always has been in this series. Take a little while to get used to. I think these boxes blow up. Yeah. I like that the bullets sometimes ricochet as well. Let's go. They actually recycled the Tommy gun sound effect in the second game. It sounds exactly the same. I don't know if picking up that health was a good idea, but hopefully it's fine. Hello, Quicks. Thank you very much for, yeah, the big 2 grand. Thank you so much for 200 stream streak. That's amazing. Truly historic. Thank you so much. It's a shame it wasn't during Dawn 2, the video game, or Dawn 2, the game, sorry. Need to get the title correct of that masterpiece. Okay, so far, so good. For whatever reason, the pistol and the Tommy gun use the same ammo. I'm not complaining, that's fine. I guess so. Would this use the same ammo? This like Mauser pistol though. Does that use the same caliber? So here's what we need. I also have TNT. I'm nearly dead. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't make sense then, but that's fine. Not complaining. So getting out is like the hard part, honestly. with the zombies or the mummies, you have to knock their head off to keep them dead. Which I think is true in all the other TimeSplitters games as well. Yes, that is a zombie with a gun. I don't think TimeSplitters 2 has that, zombies with guns. I think the third game does though, Future Perfect. Well, it kind of is, and it kind of isn't. Time Shift. I needed to play that someday, actually. I mean, I would say this is a science fiction game for sure. Finding your way back out is honestly the hardest part of this level, I reckon. It's quite challenging, even though it is the first level. They don't ease you into it too much. There you go. Done. Most kills without dying, 58. 9% headshots. It doesn't sound very impressive, does it? Well, there you go. Done. First level. Sorted. What's next? Hello, Immersive Sim. Well, it's going well so far with my 9% headshots. I hope you're doing excellently. New arcade level available. A new playable character available as well. Let's go to 1970 next. Oh yeah. I was saying earlier, the load times in this game are bad. And they really should have some sort of loading bar to let you know that it's still loading. But, you know, PlayStation 2 launch title. This game was probably like rushed development. Okay. So this level is actually in all of the TimeSplitters games. They've brought it back for both 2 and Future Perfect. Both Deus Ex and TimeSplitters came out the same year, so it's all connected. Both published by Eidos as well. Hello Vidrea, how's it going? How's the volume? Do you want me to stick it down a bit? It's fine? Okay. The soundtrack in these games, especially the first 2, I would say, excellent. I think Future Perfect's a little bit weaker in terms of music, but these first 2 games were really good. Oh. Hello, Pokester. I hope you're doing well. Oh. Okay. I'm not loving my performance so far. Yes, you can shoot the gong. And yes, that bullet ricocheted off the gong and hit me. I'm not thrilled about that, but you know. Can't remember the right way to go. Is it down here or is it the other way? I guess we'll try here first. I needed that. I want to check the other way because I think it is that way you go. Can't flush the toilet now. And it's not even real bog water. Exactly, yeah. There's like no story in this game whatsoever though, it's just every level is just completely disjointed. They don't even try, there are no cutscenes or anything. So this is 1970, apparently. I do have that shotgun as well. It's not bad. But sure, it got, like, shelved indefinitely. Who knows if it's even happening. Hello, come on. Yeah, it could happen, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if that did happen. So while you're carrying the bag, you can't dual wield anymore. That's a nice touch, isn't it? These are the TimeSplitters, by the way. Very Fire Warrior. This is so much better than Fire Warrior. But yeah, every level in this is basically go and grab a thing and bring it back. There you go. Done. I should have looked at the stats there before moving on, but oh well. Let's just assume that they were amazing. Okay, so we're moving on to 2005 Cyber Day. We all lived in 2005, right? So I'm sure that this is a very accurate representation.
Oh boy, am I ready for this?
Cyberpunk 2005, yeah. Hello, Landlord John. I hope you're doing okay. The load times are not the best. But, you know, I'll forgive it. Someday, yeah. I would like to do it at some point. This level, yes, I do remember this vaguely. The sci-fi handgun in this game just looks like it fires regular bullets. This is very 2005 though, isn't it? Why on higher difficulties? Being a babby. Nothing wrong with that. TimeSplitters Feature Perfect actually came out in 2005. Speaking of which. You can't jump in this game, by the way. Jumping is illegal in TimeSplitters. Ah, okay, got you. Yeah, some games are like that. Where playing on a higher difficulty is kind of the real experience, so to speak, from a gameplay perspective anyway. Yeah, I can see that. TimeSplitters 2 actually has a challenge in it. I think it's called Dread Faction or something like that. But it's obviously a reference to Red Faction. And there's one based on Half-Life, and I think the other one's based on Turok. Landlord John with 205 streams in a row. Thank you so much. #1 right there. That is beautiful, yeah. That's alternate fire. I can do like a burst of bullets if I want to. Can't remember the proper way forward, but we'll figure it out. Nice glass shattering technology. Yeah, you're right, Poke. That is correct. Oh, thank you, John. You're too kind. Especially the Dawn 2 playthrough. I mean, that was my best work, probably. Is this the way to go? No, well, with being here, kinda, yeah. There's a turret up on the right. Not a great sound? Nah, it's not. The Halo remake. Yeah, I got it right. Someone has to. That is a good question. Why? I thought... Oh, I must have to hit the button again. Maybe not. No, that's not a way. I could do it with his ammo. What's this way? I thought I had to go back, you say? I guess not. All of the weapons reload like that. Just like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark as well. Hello Bon, how's it going? And of course, a lot of the guys who worked on this worked on those games as well. This just brings me back to here. How bizarre. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Does this just not open? No. What if I go up here? No, oh yes, this works. I think. Yeah. There we go. Sort of. 3% headshots. Perfect. $1950 Village. Dr. Seth Graven or the lady. We'll go with the lady. Just mix it up. Now is the perfect time to make a cup of tea. Any day now. Well, the PS3's been worked to its absolute limit, as you can imagine. Here's what 1950 looked like. You already have tea, wow, you are prepared. No, I've only ever had the fat one. Absolutely, Quicks, yeah. Ow. I don't know where that I got shot from. From there, I see. The character designs in this game are wonderful, aren't they? There we go. That's better. This is not a very good start though. That was a lucky headshot. Still not dead. Shotgun is actually probably better. For the headshots, anyway. Yeah, oh yeah, it was obviously pure skill. It's fun, you know, it was fun for me back in the day playing TimeSplitters 2 first and then playing this and realizing, oh, they actually recycled quite a lot from this game. Like the death animations, a lot of them are recycled into the second game. This double barrel shotgun functions pretty much the same as well. They updated the model, but in terms of functionality, it's pretty much the same as the one in TimeSplitters 2. No problem, Quickster. It's understandable that you're tired after the excitement of yesterday's stream. But thank you very much. Oh. This is one of those games you have to expect that there's going to be an enemy around every corner. Ammo's not exactly an issue though, is it? I can't remember if you can fall into the water or not. I don't want to try. What kind of magazines are we talking? Doop doo doop. Doop doo doop. It's a good tune, isn't it? The exploding kind. Ah, got ya. The best kind. I assume I just have to take this all the way back. That's usually how it goes. The soundtrack is good, I can't deny that. I'm surprised I haven't failed anything yet, but I'm sure it will happen now that I've said that. Exactly, yeah. Chemical plant, 1985.
Let's roll.
This is the worst part of the game. If the music's the best bit, this is the worst bit. Yeah, Chemical Plant Zone in Sonic is exactly like this level coming up. Nope. Here's the sniper rifle. I, let's not use that. Too fiddly. Yeah, we'll use pistol for now to save ammo. This is really good music. I like the bass. Oh. Oh, can't go that way. I just got absolutely wrecked. There we go, my first death. Here we go, better start. Yep, 100%. I mean, I was legitimately surprised that I hadn't died until now, because it is quite easy to die. The enemies do a lot of damage. Do. The enemies do. Hello, yay games. Health hidden in the shadow there. Sneaky, huh? But there's no point in going up there, at least not yet, because it's blocked off anyway. We know that now. Grenade launcher and armor. Can't remember if the grenade launcher's any good or not, but I mean, it killed that guy pretty quickly. Excellent scream. I guess it's more of a yell. Look at them rolling in unison. Yeah, the Uzis are great, but they go through ammo very quickly. Grab the shotgun. Absolute menace. At least once you're in a game, restarting it again is instant. That's good. I'm not sure how Deus Ex on the PS2 loads. That might be a different story. No problem, Bond. Good luck. I'm sure it'll be fine. It is, it's pretty difficult. But we'll get through it. I believe in myself. When there's the guy with the shotgun here, I was ready for him this time. Sad. So close, yet so far. Yeah. Can you restart it from here? No, you can't. What a load of poo. Because I don't like this run, I want to do it over. Yeah, I like how they fall like that, it's very good. Oh, I should have had a Rogue Warrior instead. It's an excellent point. Hello? Can I get this guy from here? Probably, right? Nice. Seems like the sniper rifle, at least in this game, kills them in a shot to the torso. I remember TimeSplitters 2, you needed, I think, 2 shots to the torso to kill them. There we go. That's how it was supposed to go the last time. "2020, Planet X." As we all know, 2020 was such a great year, wasn't it?
Roger, sir. I'm going in.
I don't know what to say during these bits. It's loading. Look at these weapons, okay. And of course, in TimeSplitters 2, there's a level called Back to Saturn X, I think, or Return to Saturn X, something like that. Banger alert. I think you just drop down. There's no fall damage in this game, which is good. I like that. I did not mean to fall there, that's a mistake. That was not a tactical fall. Oh, I did it again. I'm very good at that, apparently. I think it's because there's that little kind of crevice there, that little crack. It's very easy to fall into, as you can see. Come on, this is like the Prodigy, isn't it? This is well good. Experience, of course. That's true. They could never make a song as good as this, Kappa. What is that? It's nothing. It looks like a beehive there, doesn't it? I think this is the way to go. I assume this is the way to go. There was that one song, it wasn't 2000, it was like 2002. I can't remember what it's called, but I know it wasn't very well liked. Well, it got a mixed reaction, put it that way. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, I haven't seen it or heard it in so long, so I can't really remember. Okay, so that's where we end. I need to grab the thing though. Whatever the thing is. I'm nearly dead though as well, so keep that in mind. That's the thing. I've got it. It's a brain. Wow. Just about did it. 1% headshots. Someday we're gonna get 0, I think. Thank you. Yeah, it even has a sample from Firestarter. I actually like it when artists sample their own stuff. I actually think that's quite cool. I guess it depends on how it's done. Oh, I think this is the hard level. It is, yeah. This is like considered to be the hardest level in the game. It definitely took me a while to get through when I first played this for sure, so expect me to do badly here. I'm not gonna do this first try, no chance. Okay. So far, so good, I guess. I think if you're really good, you can punch the zombies' heads off. But I'm not really good, so I'm not gonna try that. See? I lost like half my health in a split second. Isn't that good? I mean, this game is nothing but combat. Really. I think that guy has a gun. Am I remember that correctly? Maybe not. Some of them do have guns though, I'm pretty sure later on. Some ammo there, but I'll leave it because I don't really need it right now. I think there's a guy with a gun to the left here on a staircase. Yeah. Why do I remember this stuff? What's wrong with me? Why am I like this? Yeah, so some of the zombies have guns. But I guess it's a good idea to shoot them immediately anyway, to make them drop their gun. I'm quite good at remembering things that are not important. Hello, Macaroni, how's it going? Yes, indeed. I think there's a guy with a gun around the corner here. Like two of them, actually. Oh, and this is a turret. Yeah. I think there's health up here. I think. It is pretty good. Yeah, there is health there. I'll keep that in mind for later. We won't take it now. Oh, hello. What? Okay, yeah. I thought I just got swiped up by a ghost or something, but no, it's fine. There was actually a zombie there. And thankfully, they did not hit me. Oh, I think you can shoot this to make it move. Oh, like, isn't that amazing? Modern video games could never do that. No, not really, because it's too difficult. You'll get blasted. Okay, more health there. Hello, LL Jaya, how's it going? I wasn't sure if I killed that guy or not. Ah, you bumhead. That's so rude. Forgot about that trap. So yeah, you get health, but you get punched immediately. It's pretty funny though. I can see the humor in that. Probably not. So yeah, this is one of the longer levels too. For a first try though, that was pretty good. Pretty happy with that. No, but like, the levels are so short usually. Not really. This is the hardest level, but I would say overall, not really. But I'm only playing it on normal. If you're playing it on hard, it is hard, yeah. I mean, it could happen. There's no fall damage though in this game, so I don't think it would be a big deal if it did. Yeah, that guy does have a gun. Come on. It'd be amazing if they were like that was the influence for those models. If that was the reference they used. I don't know if I'll take that health right now. I think it's fine to leave it. Might grab it in a second though. We'll hold off. There's a guy in here. Yeah, let's get this one. Yeah, so that one spawns in when you pick up the health, but there's no spawn in sign. He just appears there. It's kind of mean. It's quite evil of them to do that. Still can't get over how awesome that is. Is that what people say in the pub? Sometimes. I was actually kind of prepared for it this time, so I didn't get hit. These guys got me, but pretty well though. Should we go back and get that other hill from years ago? Congratulations, Landlord John, on being an absolute legend and getting the super jackpot. I think this is a PB so far, yeah. But there's still plenty more to go. Don't get too excited. So I know for a fact that health, it's a trap. I don't need it yet anyway. Really? I'm shocked at that. This is from your era? Oh, Jesus, yeah. The trap didn't really get me. Are there? I don't think so. I think you're wrong about that. No, I think it maybe Future Perfect had a few quotes from it during it. I think you need to go here first. I see you. But yeah, you can see why this is difficult, can't you? When they hit you hard. Can't headshot that guy. PX. I would just get confused and think they're talking about Texas or something. Yeah, exactly. We're on the same wavelength. Try and dodge the grenades. Don't know why that guy throws grenades, but he just does. You have to deal with it. Hello, Real Tech 9, how's it going? This zombie seems a bit confused. Doesn't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm doing okay, thank you. My throat's a little sore still. I might pop a fisherman's friend here in a second, if you don't mind. I'm dead. Not actually dead, but I might as well be. That is very true. This game has very little reading today. I wouldn't say no reading, but very little. What was that? What was that? Terrible lobster. Dreadful. They are pretty quick, yeah. It is fun though. Honestly, this might be my favorite level in this game, even though it's the hardest. Kind of, it's a lot better. The second game makes this look shit. And they tried a lot more with the single player in this. Alright, they tried a lot. Yeah, the second game, they went further with the actual single player story mode. This is like the bare minimum. And then Future Perfect went even further. It had a lot more cutscenes and stuff. Absolutely, yeah. It's probably the best thing about this series. From a like game development point of view as well, that must be a nightmare. Having to create unique assets for almost every level. That's probably why you don't see that many games doing that. The whole time travel aspect. Come on. There is health behind me. I don't know what that guy was shooting at. Oh, that's so mean. That bit is so mean. Holy moly. And that trap got me pretty good there. Unbelievable. Well, not unbelievable. It's quite believable. I've got the skull. I think I died here or something, yeah. And then I died there again. You know what, considering how badly a lot of that, like, I played pretty badly for a lot of that, so the fact that I got that far again, I'm pretty happy with. I'm trying to remember, was this the only FPS for the PS2 on the launch of the system? I think it was. Ah, forgot about these two. The PS2 launch wasn't that good, to be honest. I know the PS2 is remembered as being the best console ever and stuff, but the actual launch was pretty poor, in my opinion. Weren't that many good games. I mean, I would say this is probably the best one. But then, yeah, what else? Was there a Tekken Tag tournament? I guess that's good if you like Tekken. Though I don't really think that's a very popular Tekken game. When you had, no, GTA 3 came out in 2001. I'm talking about the launch. I'm talking about the launch lineup. You had Smuggler's Run though, speaking of Rockstar. I think there was a Ridge Racer game as well, I'm pretty sure. Ridge Racer 5? Question mark? Oh, SSX, I'm pretty sure was a launch game. A lot of people like that. So yeah, I guess it wasn't awful. 1999 on the PlayStation. And the PC. Hello, Super Spyro fan. It did, yeah. Unreal Tournament. Was that a launch game for the PS2? I know it was pretty early. I can't remember if it was a launch game though. It might have been. I thought it was a little later. I know Quake 3 also got ported to the PS2, but I think that was also a little later. I think that was 2001. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. The zombie punched its mate. Yeah, but that wasn't launch either. I'm talking about the launch lineup. Just, I don't know. Did I not say that loud enough or something? Did I? That's what I'm saying, Poke. Like, I know the PS2 is remembered as a legendary console for good reason, but the launch lineup was not good. But then again, to be fair, usually when a console launches, the launch games are usually not that good. 360 had a pretty good launch, I think. The original Xbox, though, it was Halo and that was it, really. That was kind of it. Though, to be fair, I believe in Europe, Max Payne was actually a launch title for the Xbox. So that's pretty good. PS3, that was a pretty bad launch as well, from what I remember. It was MotorStorm launch. Oh, Resistance was launched as well. That game was pretty good. I like Resistance, it was pretty good. That's not true. PS3 has backwards compatibility with both the original PlayStation and the PS2. So that is wrong. Hello Omar, how's it going? Was that launch? I don't... it might have been Fear might have been a launch title here. I don't think it was a launch title in the US though. Yeah, the PS3 was very staggered, the release for it. I think the Americans got it in 2006. We had to wait until like spring of 2007. The Xbox 360 had already been out for like a year and a half. Yeah, but I'm talking about the launch PS3, so yes. The re-release, like the PS3s that came out later on, you could still play PlayStation games on them, but you couldn't do PS2 anymore. They removed the whatever the hardware was that made the PS2 games run. They removed that after a while to save money. Call of Duty 3, yes, it was. And then on Xbox 360, you had Call of Duty 2 as a launch title, which was pretty good. Though that version of Call of Duty 2, at the time, it was considered to be very impressive. See, in hindsight, it's actually not that good. The frame rate's pretty bad, but you know. Tiger Woods, nice. You guys are reading the same list, I guess. I just remembered a PS2 launch game, are you ready? Eternal Ring. Any fans of that in the house? Well, funny that you mentioned that. It was made by From Software, so yeah. Yeah, Resistance. That was a launch title in the US as well. Definitely. Oh, I think Genji 2. Was that a launch title? It was. I'm pretty sure it was. With the giant enemy crabs. Welcome back, Monster. There was another racing game called like Wild Wild Racing or something. That was a PS2 launched game. You know, bangers, you know. How dare you say that about Knack? Infamous Second Son wasn't a launch game. It wasn't a terrible launch, yeah, I would agree with you that the PS4 launch was better. I got roasted for this at the time, but I still stand by it. I think the Xbox One had a better launch than the PS4 in terms of software anyway. I know the hardware maybe not so much, but I think the software was better. They had like Rise, Son of Rome, and Dead Rising 3, and I don't know. Forza. A lot of people like Battlefield 4. I never really got into it personally. So this is a really mean trap here. Yeah. Sunset Overdrive was a bit crap, I thought. It's a game that I want to revisit at some point, but I did not like it at the time. The Kinect games. Absolutely. I can't remember if there were any Kinect launch games. There probably were, I just can't remember what they were. Oh, I know, yeah. Kind of weird that they weren't owned by Sony like all along. Remember when they did that game called Fuse as well for EA? A game that literally no one bought. No, it was Battlefield 1 after that. And then Battlefield 5. I played some of Battlefield 1, I didn't play 5. I think I might have played the beta. Or the beta for 5. But yeah, by that stage I was like, I don't care about this franchise anymore. 2042. Yeah, I don't think anyone liked that one. Oh, reflexes are what? Minutes. Yeah, I mean that's the hardest level in the game by far. Nothing comes close to that. $2,000. That is true. I think no, it was after the beta for Battlefield 6. Everyone was in such a Battlefield mood, they felt the need to play whatever the newest one was at the time. So yeah,
Okay.
there was a little surge of people going back to 2042 just so that they had some sort of Battlefield in their life. This is the worst thing about this game, is the load times. Oh, I remember another PS2 game at the launch, a game called X Squad. I'm pretty sure that was EA. EA published at least. I can't remember who developed it. It might have been EA themselves, I'm not sure. Ow. At least this will be a little bit more fast-paced again. Don't need to play quite as slowly. But yeah, on that previous level, you have to take your time, otherwise you'll get absolutely rinsed. I like the assault rifle in this game. It looks kind of like a FAMAS. I thought it was amazing, Omar, yeah. One of the best games possibly ever. Yeah, you can tell that this game, it kind of feels like a tech demo or a proof of concept. Still a fun game though. But yeah, I'm sure this was rushed so that it would meet the PS2 launch. Oh, I think it's better than that. Anti-Killer is still the worst, I would say, for sure. Yeah, but that game's shite. This is actually good. This soundtrack is great, yeah. And I think TimeSplitters 2 is even better. Future Perfect, not as good. But yeah, really good music. ...2007, yeah. Correct. Yeah. I don't know how that came about, but yeah. For whatever reason, EA published Future Perfect. Same, Omar. Same. Kind of like how EA also took over the Burnout series with the third game. Well, at least they don't own it anymore. I don't think they've ever owned it. I think they just published Future Perfect, but I think that was it, you know. I don't think they really controlled the TimeSplitters IP or anything like that. Could be wrong though. I'll take that. Well, to be fair, it didn't sell very well. So I would be like, nah, as well, to be honest. I think that their problem there was making a remake for a game that didn't need to be remade. I think that was the problem there. Pretty sure this is the same sound effect that they use for the Soviet S-47 in TimeSplitters 2. Oh, nice bomb. Yeah. Fantastic game. Both TimeSplitters 2 and Medal of Honor Frontline both came out the same year, 2002, and they're both two of my favorite PS2 games. Or like, you know, console games from that era in general. Obviously, they were both multi-platform. Though Medal of Honor Frontline did come out as a PS2 exclusive for a bit, and then a few months later the Xbox and GameCube versions came out with extra bolted-on multiplayer, which apparently wasn't very good. Locked. I need to grab the thing and bring it back. It was okay for me. The controls in general, though, I do think take some getting used to in that game. Like, even just like the overall feel of it just takes a little bit to get used to. But once you do, it still works very well. The sound effects and like the general like sound design in Frontline is amazing. Still to this day. Can't remember. Oh, yeah, maybe it is down here, because there are enemies here. Hello, Fred G, indeed. Well said. My right joystick must be quite well lubed up, because I didn't have that problem. Ah, yes, the bridge level, yeah. That could have gone a bit better. I haven't played Rising Sun in so long. I haven't played Rising Sun in over 20 years. So if it's... like, in my memory it was a bit of a disappointment compared to Frontline in terms of presentation and just overall like feel, but I thought the gameplay was still pretty good in Rising Sun. No, I'll probably do it soonish. 3% headshots, nice. Spaceways. This is who is on the American box art for this game. I actually think I prefer the American box art for this game. I know that's probably sacrilege to say, but I like the, the European one as well. Thank you very much, Bon, for getting a tier 1 sub to Nico. Thank you so much, Bon. What an absolute legend. 2 kinds. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, I just popped the fisherman's friend. Out of context, doesn't sound too good, does it? Hello, Illuminati. How's it going? It's a bit iffy today, but, it comes and goes. Oh, look at this. The future. Oh. This is a banger, by the way. Yeah, I love the variety. It's very cool. Modern games are so rubbish. Hi there. Blimey, I'm Anna. FTL faster than light. My favorite's the first one. No, I think that's just a phrase, Oh. I might die. I'll probably do Ratchet and Clank at some point. That sounds like a good idea. I don't need too much convincing to do that. In fact, as I said earlier, TimeSplitters 2 and Medal of Honor Frontline both came out in 2002, two of my favourite PS2 games. I would put Ratchet and Clank up there as well, which also came out in 2002. So there you go. Is there health knocking around anywhere? Maybe, maybe not. Vice City is a very good game as well. I actually prefer GTA 3 then. I am going to die. Told you. You can't call me a liar. Oh, I don't know if you can get ran over here. I'm not gonna try it. Please don't. Yeah, no death animation. True, Fred. Hello NWS, thank you very much. I hope you're doing well. Oh, forgot about this one. My bad. Hello, Sushi Belt. I hope you're doing brilliantly. Maybe someday you will, Sushi Belts. Yeah, the second one's my favorite, but it's a great series in general. I actually don't blame the developers as much. I actually blame the bigwigs that tell the developers what to do. More often than not. Round them up. Firing squads. And this game is British as well, so that's good, isn't it? That is true, Illuminati, yeah. NATO. Illuminator. Hello KD, how's it going? Long time no see. The greatest Mafia speedrunner of all time. Oh, rocket launcher. I don't really like the rocket launcher that much. It's fine, but I prefer the automatic weapon. Maiden Stoke. I wish that was true. Oh yes, that's TimeSplitters, so yes. That's right. One of the few things I remember about that film. Well, I remember obviously the bit towards the end. But a lot of it has exited my memories, so I should probably rewatch it. Yeah, I should kill these turrets ahead of time. Leaving them alive here is a bad idea. But there you go. I did it. Done. So I hope you enjoyed TimeSplitters, because that's it. David Doak, obviously from Northern Ireland, so obviously he's the best. Thank you, NWS, for the GG and the 60 bits. Thank you so much. Yep, same bloke. So yeah, TimeSplitters, very short. But there's other stuff to do. We'll dabble with some of the other stuff. Barbara and Andy Whitehill. Not quite. What's a shadow producer? Someone who just stands behind the main producer the entire time. It kind of sounds like a ghostwriter as well, yeah. Haha. See, you guys are so smart. I don't think this game has shadows, does it? Greg Rizzler. Rizzer. Oh, Rizzler would have been better. TimeSplitters will return. Which actually did happen. It's not like the end of 13. Which I think hints at a sequel if it never came out. A few other games I think did that too. I think Psyops has a... If I remember correctly, I think it hints at a sequel if it never happened. So there you go. Back to the stars. Investor bit, is that what it is? Is that why they do that? Challenge mode available. Basically an intern, okay. It sounds like a great, you know, title, doesn't it? It sounds well fancy even though it isn't. We can try a level on hard just to see the difference. It is much harder. And it's not just like they make the enemies harder and you weaker or anything like that. They actually change stuff around. Like they change enemies and they change like items and stuff from what I remember. It is quite interesting. But yeah, this hard mode is hard. It's not messed about at all. The load times are not good. But it just gives you a moment to kind of take a deep breath, Stretch your legs if you want to. And then you can sit down and enjoy some time splitters. So on hard difficulty, you don't start off with a gun on this level. Isn't that good? So you have to use a little bit of stealth. Isn't that cool? Whoa! That guy had a Tommy gun. That guy did not have a Tommy gun on normal. I don't think there was a guy up there on normal. But yeah, it's pretty cool how they actually updated the levels based on the difficulty. They did it in some quite, you know, fairly creative ways in my opinion. Oh. Isn't that like a rolling paper thing as well? That's the one. Okay, so far, so good. But don't get too excited. Things will probably go wrong very shortly. Hello, Suzuka. I still like this game, personally. I think this is a good game. Only getting the pistol now. I did mention Rizla, yes. I didn't realize I'd mentioned Rizla, but there you go. An accidental name drop. I'm not sponsored by Rizla or anything like that. So even though it's hard difficulty, it's nice that you get the Tommy gun earlier. I'm not planning on doing the whole game on hard, by the way. We'll see how well I get on, but yeah. Don't worry, I'm not committing to this. Being really slow, really careful. It's like watching someone play a game at E3, the way I'm playing at the moment. I think that is pretty cool. We're not sponsored by them either, though. Just to be clear. Not sponsored by anybody. It's a very strong box. Come on. Not even Raid Shadow Legends, it's true. Shadow Legends. Wow, how can you be so slow? I respect it though. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, at least this game is nice and short. There's health there, but I'll hold off on that for now. I thought there were enemies here. Am I going mad? Maybe. Yeah, I think I finished it. What? In about... It's slightly more than that, but yeah. I'm not too far behind that. Nothing wrong with being a nerd, by the way. I respect that. Maybe someday I'll be cool like you someday. So how many beaten retail PS2 games have you done, Suzuka? Oh yeah, the level maker, the map maker thing. I think this has it as well. Hello, Spaceman. Ow. That's why I play slowly. 119, very nice. I have, what, 3? You know, maybe someday I'll get the 119. I think this version of the level is longer. I think they've put the Ankh in a different location. Oh, okay, got you. Yes. I think I have seen that before. Yeah, I'm more of a games beater myself. I'm not really a games master, so to speak. So don't expect me to get too many masteries. Something like that, Fredster. Shadow Hearts, yeah. I did check your profile and I saw that you were playing that. Hello, Games Master. I probably shouldn't do any voices today, but I just did one, so. But yeah, you can see how different the levels are on hard difficulty compared to normal. That is true. This game kind of lends itself quite nicely to a Games Master Challenge, actually. Oh, poo. Didn't mean to fall like that, but it's fine. I'm not too mad. I'm not angry. Some health would be wicked, but you know. Okay, let's leave. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm not really into turn-based RPGs usually, but I did finish Persona 4 Golden quite a few years ago, and I actually really enjoyed it, but it's just those games are so long. I'd rather play through shorter games. I like variety in my life. I'm not really the sort of person who sticks to a few games. Oh, right. Yeah, no thanks. Hello, Grim. How's it going? Everyone loves a good Egypt game, don't they? Okay. Fair enough. Maybe someday, you never know. There's loads of other stuff I'd rather play though first. I know, yeah. I literally just mentioned it. That was 100+ hours though. That's like double the length. I don't know if I'm going the right way. I think so. First try. Not bad, I'm happy with that. Football games, Egypt games. I might do a football game at some point. Oh, I might play those at some point as well, Illuminati. I don't know, Suzuka, I'm not sure. Let's try the other lady. Red card, I think you're right, Omar. Omar scores of that one. My Street, I remember My Street. I remember playing the demo for My Street. That was like the online mini-game compilation thing. Published by Sony. It wasn't strictly online, but that was its big hook. That was the big selling point, was that it was online. Okay, that seems pretty similar so far. You get the Uzi again immediately. Ronaldo, the football. Yeah, it's good. The animation's excellent. I'm sure, like, in 2000, if you played this on launch day, it would have blown your mind. I think I do, yeah. I do have an M16, which has a better zoom on it. I just don't use them, personally. Yeah, no, I just don't use them. What is Southpaw? Is Southpaw when you're going backwards and forwards and looking left and right with the one analog stick? Is that Southpaw? I don't like the grenade spam at this point. That, yeah, it is a boxing thing, correct, yeah. Look at that water, whoa. Yeah. That was standard during, like, the PlayStation era. Yeah. I did play like that back in the day. Like, if I'm playing a PlayStation game, I'll use that control scheme, because it's the best choice, really, for a lot of those earlier FPS games, but yeah. Apart from that, not a fan. That's right. I actually did stick with the default though, because I am a weirdo. And I beat the game like that. And Underground as well. Yep. Well, I know The World Is Not Enough on PlayStation is like that. I'm not sure about Agent Under Fire, I can't remember. I will revisit that at some point. I never owned that game. I owned Nightfire back in the day. I rented Agent Under Fire. Maybe. I'm surprised that guy didn't wreck me. He should have. No. I did get that guy in the arm. He made a noise. Not easy, this game. This bit I dislike. At least the auto aim carried you a fair bit. at that. Cheating. That is cheating. No doubt about it. Shoot the gong for good luck. Oh, I think you do go down here just for some extra guff. Hopefully it's still there on hard modes. Wow. Now it's personal. Now I have to do this level at least. Does this have shoulder swapper? Don't know if I should have picked that up, to be honest, but I've done it now. I have to live with this decision for the rest of my life. Yeah. Oh, Operation Windback. I never played it, but maybe someday. Ah. Yeah, no. Don't like this attempt. There we go. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Silly, avoidable damage. Yeah, like Finer Strike. Is it worth getting the armor here? Because these two guys are Bomb heads. There you go. I did it. I did it my way. More health there. Nothing wrong with being silly. I'm just gonna grab this now. Might be the worst decision ever. We'll see. Well, that's the armor gone. I don't think that turret's there on normal. Good thing I checked. That's a bit of a dick move. This isn't going very well. If I get past this, I'll be very, very surprised. The respawning is pretty hardcore though, isn't it? We'll try one more time. This is hard though, for sure. They're not lying. It's actually not that different from the normal version, really. I think it's mainly more enemies. There's that extra turret, but yeah, it's not actually that different. It's not, you know, compared to the first level, which was noticeably more different. This is more subtle. I guess they have slightly more health as well. Congratulations, Illuminati. No, I've never played it. But I know it's quite an influential game. It's like the first cover shooter, basically, right? There's a guy here, right? Oh, he's dead, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Demon Summoner, who knows? Was Dawn 2 not good enough for you? I'm not gonna shoot the gong. I don't think it's good luck anymore. It's a really awkward angle. Yeah, standing is better for that. Well, armor's gone. I hope you enjoyed it. Please die. Thank you. There is health in there. Yeah, I'm a bit harsh, aren't I? Honestly, if I ever replay Bad Boys 2, aka Bad Boys Miami Takedown, that might get upgraded to a meh. Yeah, Triggerman, Dante, 25 to life, yeah. That's sad. This bit is insane. Absolutely mad. I know. I feel like that's very appropriate for me though. I don't think I'm gonna do that. That is harsh, isn't it? That's a real kick in the balls. Sure, update the saved game data. Go for it. There's also arcade mode, which is basically bot matches, but there's also challenge mode. We can give this a go. We won't do it all, but we can dabble.
Oh yeah.
That's true, Fred, but Bad Boys 2 I think was kind of like a borderline game. And I think if I replayed it, it might get tipped over. There are some games that are like very close to being one or the other. It is, yeah. So this one is all about getting hits. Oh, nice dog off there. Indeed. Oh, poo. Did it. On to the next one. Some of these are really hard though, from what I remember. Putrid Punch Out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from the Blueprint 3, everyone's favorite Blueprint album. No, maybe not. So it's the same thing, but we're punching. Which means it is quite a bit harder. Hurry up. I'm fuming about that. Absolutely fuming. Yeah, Skull Zombie, the MVP here. There you go. A pretty, you know, iffy performance, but we did it. That's all that matters. I agree, Fredster. I think this one's really hard, yeah. 10,000 points. Can I do it? Probably not, but we'll give it a go. I think this takes a while though. Like this will take all night long if I was to try doing it, I would imagine. $10,000, yeah. Over 9,000. Phase 1. I'm just trying to shoot zombies, you know. Phase 1 complete, so there you go. We need 10,000 points, and we don't even have 1,000 yet. So I think you get multipliers at certain intervals, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, you can only stay in this kind of main foyer. If you wander off, the game's like, you need to get back. No, I did not. I'm sure it would be slightly pricey because that game never came out over here. The accuracy here could be better, Volstro. Sort it out. Being a bit risky here. don't know if you get health at any point. That would be nice. I'm trying my best. No promises though. That is true. I actually like this better because it doesn't have convoluted mechanics. Call of Duty Zombies is all like, oh, you need to get the monkey's head and combine it with the chewing gum in order to open the secret passage that gets you to the next part. Yeah, RE can be a little bit like that. There you go, so we got about halfway. We'll not try again, at least not now. But yeah, that's quite a tricky one. Duck hunting. We'll do one more. Let's do this. We'll play as Mr. Big.
Hey, I'm a busy man. I ain't got all day. Let's get down.
Oh, we had more to say, sorry. I jumped the gun. Though of course, in this game, there is no such thing as jumping. No problem, Fred G. Good luck with the tea making. Hopefully it's nice and miserable for you. Oh. Ducks. Well, at least in this chat, yes. I don't know about anywhere else. It's just a shotgun. I mean, I say just a shotgun, and shotgun's not bad, but I quite like the dual pistols. They're quite good. Work quite nicely. Go for it. I think Grim says it as well. There is, I was gonna say there are dual shotguns. There are definitely dual shotguns in TimeSplitters too. Not sure about this game, I can't remember. Dual Uzi is probably the best. Would they not get in trouble for that? They probably would. What about Almighty Duck? Is that different enough? Nightly Ducks. Okay, that works for me. I don't think I'll be able to do this for Donald Duck. I should have used the dual Uzis from the get-go. They're the best. Two more to go. Damn it. It's always the way. I can definitely do this. It's not that difficult. You've got like loads of health on this challenge for whatever reason. Okay. I was gonna say ammo, a little bit of an issue, but it's fine. Well, we did it this time. I'll have a quick look and see what's next, but I think I'm done for tonight. The next one is Duck Shoot. I see what they did there. And then there's also Tin Man Trial. And then there's, I think, like 9 of them. So it's like 9 times 3, so like 27 overall. Because I think the C one is like the hardest. And then yeah, eventually you get like 4A, 5A, 6A, etc. all the way up until 9. No problem, Sushi Belts. I think I'm gonna stop anyway. But yeah, I like this game. Obviously, the second game and Future Perfect, they're both way better. But this is still a good game. I still recommend it. And it's, you know, a nice, easy, short playthrough. Maybe not easy. Well, if you're playing on easy, I guess it would be a nice, short, easy playthrough. But even on normal, it's not too bad apart from that zombie mission. That's quite difficult. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your nights. That's me until... I don't know. I'll be away for about a week and a half, roughly, so you're gonna have to find something else to do in the meantime. I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you all for hanging and banging, as always. And yeah, Sushi Belts, you're gonna have to step up now and be my replacement. Rip your streak. Oh. Thank you, Grim. But yeah, I'll be back before you know it. It's not that long really when you think about it. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening or day, whatever. And yeah, I'll be back before you know it. Don't think about it too hard, you know. And yeah, that's about it. TimeSplitters, still a good game. No problem at all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye bye.